I'm a senior from Superior High School, and for my senior project, I decided to do it on beekeeping. So I'll lead you into the bee yard and show you what we have going on. The breed of bee we use is the Italian honeybee. We raise them so they're very gentle, so don't have to worry about any aggression, but obviously when they're, feeling threatened, they're going to attack, but even that's very rare. These boxes are the nuke boxes. They're used for raising new colonies, and that's basically what they're used for, just for raising other bees.
And can be used for swarm traps.
And can be used for swarm traps, but we won't really get into that here, because that's a whole other video. These boxes are the deep box. Deep boxes are used for both brood, baby bees, and can also be used for honey harvesting and the food storage. Alright, the next box is known as medium super, but is primarily used for harvesting honey. Yet many beekeepers are starting to use medium boxes for brood and the brood's food storage to make their beekeeping experience easier for their circumstances. The next box is the slim medium box, which is primarily used for honeycomb and honey harvesting. This is the bottom board and entrance, and this is the top cover. The next segment we'll be talking about is the hive tools. Pretty simple. It varies from each beekeeper, but this is the tools that we use. This is, as basic as it sounds, the hive tool. And it helps pull out frames from each hive. This is the bee brush, helps us brush off the bees when we're going through the hives. This is a smoker. It helps us calm down the bees a bit when we're trying to get through it. It helps push them down a bit. And this is the smoker plug that we use. The next is the frame puller. What we use, it's pretty easy. If you don't want to use your hands, you can use this to grab a frame. It's supposed to be used for one-handed things. And this is the comb wax scraper. Helps pull out the wax so that we can so it's easier to get the honey out of the combs for the harvesting. And this is the queen clip. Helps us hold down the queens so we can go through the inspections and not damage the queen. Next we'll show the safety gear that we use. It varies from each beekeeper, keep that in mind. The main thing that we use is the plastic latex-free glove. Helps keep hands from getting sticky, and it also helps, from not getting stung. It's sting-proof. But if your bees are more agitative, then use the leather hide gloves. They either go from short or they go from all the way up to your shoulder, but we don't really use as much. But next off is the bee suit. It varies on each beekeeper and what they prefer. So I'll show off what we have in stock. This is the basic veil if you don't want to use a normal jacket. It's pretty simple. This is the veil and jacket combined. And you can wear pants, but it really depends on if your bees are more agitated than normal. And the colors depend on what your preferences are, but just keep in mind that the lighter the colors, the better, because the darker colors represent more predators, so try to keep it light if you can. Before we go into the bee yard, though, we would like to show you our queen cell incubator, which is used when beekeepers want to breed and make a queen for their hives. Putting the queen in the incubator reduces the time of making a queen bee by half, so so it could be much easier just to, incubate it if you had the materials for it.
And this is a queen cage. This helps protect the cell so other bees can't damage it, and it helps keep them enclosed so we can turn around and mark them and put them into the hive easier. Right now this is about 4 days old, so she should be emerging out within another 3 to 4 days. And that'll be a virgin queen. I'll show the different variations in cells. Trying to see if there's one coming out yet. These ones are due to be hatched any day now. We've been waiting on these ones, and we actually have more inside our starter cell builder outside, but we'll get to that later here. This one's about to emerge. See, some of it's been chewed off.
Nice.
So she should be emerging out sometime today. This is one of 3 incubators we actually run.
Alright, so now we're doing the hive check, and this is a 10 frame Langstroth beehive. It holds the brood, and it's a deep box.
Yeah, it's a little windy out today. Not the best ideal conditions to go in a hive. Yep, go ahead and set the hive food down. Use 2 hands. 2 hands. Always 2 hands. Yep. Go ahead and hold the frame so we can see what's on it. That's a little harder. Okay. So go ahead and show them the pollen and the sugar nectar. Oh, someone's trying to buy a beehive again. Sorry about that. Non-stop. Alright, go ahead and point out some of the stuff. Should be able to see it here.
Mainly they're covering it all, honestly.
Just give them a little blow.
It goes right at my face. Now they're chill.
There you go. Here, let me hold it up. I gotta get the sun on
You
here.
can probably tell it more than I do.
So go ahead and explain what's on this one.
Well, this one already has foundation built on, but they built onto the comb themselves after getting all the sugar syrup.
And drawing it out.
Yep, and would that be the pollen inside it with the sugar that they're making?
Yep.
Yeah, the
That's the
holes. That's the pollen.
Different colors for different flowers.
Yeah, especially because it's spring season, so it's,
Yeah, spring coming now. Up on the top right here.
The top. What is that? I can't
shiny.
see it. That's the syrup.
Yeah, that's the sugar syrup.
And if you see the shiny stuff inside, that's the sugar syrup
Or nectar.
or nectar that they use.
This is a good frame to show them the difference between a worker bee and a drone.
Oh yeah, this would be a worker bee, right? Because they're smaller.
Yep.
And the drones that are all male
Right
would
there.
be just the rounder dude right there.
I get him on camera at the same time.
Yeah, they're all moving around everywhere. The difference between worker bees and drone bees are that worker bees are all female and the drones are all male. So,
And the
pretty.
female worker bees are all females.
Yep, that's what I said.
Yep. And the drones do not have stingers.
Yep.
Okay, I'll let you put this one back in. Just like how we got it out, just like to the very end.
Calm down, y'all.
Alright, and let's go ahead and show them, see if we can find a frame with here. You hold this,
I'll hold it. You've pulled them out.
Like I said, the temperature's not the best we're going inside here. It's under 50 degrees out today, and The bees are pretty hunkered down. We don't even have many bees going out foraging right now.
So they're all just in there. Ooh, look at those. Look at all that pollen, right?
Yep. Can you see it inside here?
Wow.
Here, turn back off to the side so we can kind of see. Okay,
All
so
that pollen. Nice.
we got a lot of pollen inside here. We're also looking for the queen. The queen has a blue mark on her.
Is she in this one?
We're not sure that's what we're looking for.
I don't see any blue marks, so.
Watching the camera so you can see what's inside the camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you got the honey right here. This is the honey that they're capping over. Down here is brood. These brood here, because it's more flatter, this means it's a worker bee. If we can find a drone one, I'll show you the difference. They're backfilling some of it as well with nectar. I'm just very lightly moving them. I don't see any drone on this one. Oh, we have some larvae up on this one here. Let's see if we can get some better lighting. Yeah, if you can go off to the side here, just let the sun in, you can see here better. Alright. So in here, let's see like this. Take this step off to the side here, that's where the sun can shine on the frame. Gotta let as much light hit it as possible because that's what we can see inside the comb. Come closer to the camera. Okay, right up inside here we have young larvae in here. Once these are more developed, such as these ones here, they'll go ahead and cap them like this here. Can you see larvae in there?
No, really.
Just trying to get that lighting just right. It's hard.
Especially when it's already clouded.
Let's see if we can find that.
Yeah, that's even more.
Just doing a quick once over. Got a lot of pollen and nectar inside here.
Nice. You can see all the honey under there.
Okay, here's a fresh drone comb drone cell that's going to end up being capped. So this one will have more of a concave, where the other ones are more flat. The flat ones are the worker bees, the dome are the drones or the males. Yeah. This is the pollen patty. This is another 10 foot. This one they're drawing comb out and repairing damaged comb. The queen must be hiding. They're very good at hiding.
Yeah.
She's not out walking on the frame. You can see her. Sometimes she's down between us. Oh, there she is.
Oh, yeah. Blue.
The blue dot bottom right side center.
Right there. She's going under again, but
Yeah.
at least we saw her.
Grip on this front here. So that is the queen. She's marked with a blue dot. That's for the 2020 season. She's a new queen for this season. She's mated, so she's already in here laying eggs. See if we can find any of the eggs in here real quick. Oh, yep, right there. The eggs are being very hard to view.
Where is it?
You have to step off to the side. Let me see if I can get it on here. Just you can tell, it's hard for me to tell. Okay, little white specks in the bottom of the tray that look like little pieces of rice. That is the egg. Focus, show you the larvae. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to really get this on here, but oh, there you go. I can see the larvae inside there. The different sizes. After that stage, they'll be put and capped over.
Oh, I see one
Such
with
as
the bee
the one
with
at the
the
top.
pollen on it. The one right there. Bit of yellow on it.
Yep.
So cute.
Alright, I'll let you take this. So that's basically what we're looking for. We mainly look for eggs in the before anything else. You see the queen, that's great, but a lot of times you won't see the queen. As long as you know you have eggs, you know you'll have the chance of them producing a queen if something happened to the queen. And no, they're not stinging me when you see them bouncing. They just bounce off my hands. Just letting me know, hey, you're kind of agitating us. Get over high. Like I said, it's just not the best temperature, so you have more bees in here right now. Not a lot are out foraging yet.
Yep. So it's a better day to probably get a lot more out there.
Oh yeah, this would be really just going crazy. Meaning they'll be flying a lot more.
Yeah.
And there won't be quite as many inside the hive. So,
One of the things we want to show you is one of the queen cells being capped by the bees. So
this is a new box.
this is one of the new boxes that we use. This is it, right?
Yep, let's go ahead and reach in the side. Right up. Very gentle. Yeah, let's slide off the side here. Let's see if I can get a better picture. So as you can see, the bees are on there working. Look up in the bottom. You can see very. Let's get off here. Come on, get down. See that there's a little hole on there, so that would be capped up. There's a little larvae up inside there. Inside there also is called queen jelly. It's a white milky substance. You can point out to them.
White milky substances.
It's kind of hard to see.
Really hard to see with this lighting.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, it's the one in there.
Yeah. You can see that it's still uncapped because it still has a hole in it.
Yep.
Larvae inside it. So we'll put this inside here, back inside.
So I can get back to work. This comb is a good example of the drone brood. As you can tell, the more bumpy ones are the one where the drones are in, or the ones they made in general. And the drones are once again known as the males.
There's a drone right here.
Yeah. The drones are the more bigger ones, no stingers, and the female are all the. Here's that drone. right here is a foundation with medium frame. That means they have to make it from scratch with honeycomb. And as you can tell, they're drawing it down. Still got a little bit to go, but still a good start. So this concludes the hive check and what we look for when we're doing it. And this is the end of the video.